Hello YouTube and welcome to my office. It's not really an office, it's just like a corner of my apartment, but you know, now that I'm working from home, whoa, this chair really turns a lot. I don't know how much work I actually get done over here. So I wanted to come on here and talk about a topic that is near and dear to my own heart because it is quite literally about my heart. It is about why the heck I'm single. You guys ask me this all the time, and I know what you're thinking. How could someone so cool, so responsible, someone who has all their shit together be so single? Just kidding. I literally have zero of my shit together. For a while, I was like bitter about it, maybe. Not bitter, but just like,
oh, don't remind me.
Over the past months of me doing a lot of inner work, I've come to such a positive place about it, and I think that there's probably a lot of you guys out there who can probably resonate and are in a similar boat and want to know about my journey. So I'm gonna talk about it. And I just wanna get this out there that if you are single right now, if you are feeling bad about it, if you are feeling left out, if you are feeling like you are less than, it's not true. We should all just start accepting singleness. Not anything against relationships. Relationships are great, and I do want to be in a relationship eventually, but I think that unfortunately there's a lot of stigma around being single. Maybe it's because we're, you know, in the middle of the holidays, and this is when you get the most questions from family members about why you're still single. So it might bring up some emotions within you, but it's okay. Because your emotions are just showing you where you can grow and where you can invest your time and your energy. So I think there's so much about this topic that I can talk about, but I want to just address first that idea that you are not whole unless you are in a relationship. And this is something that I bought into for so long. And I just always felt like, okay, when I'm in a relationship, when this person comes along, and when all of that happens, then I'll be happy, and then I'll be accepted, and then I'll feel like I'm winning at life. Especially being at my age, 26, where a lot of my friends are, you know, in serious relationships, getting engaged, moving in together, which I'm so happy for them, by the way. But it also can bring up a lot within you where you feel like you start to internalize why you feel behind, or why you feel like you're missing out, or why you feel like there's something wrong with me, or what am I doing wrong? That energy is really hard to... The best thing you can do for yourself, and even in order to be in a relationship, is to just accept and be happy, kind of just go with the flow, and understand that this can actually be such a blessing. It can be such a gift. Being single is a time that you can invest fully in yourself, where you can invest fully in your personal growth, where you can be super independent, where you can do whatever you want, where you can explore and learn and grow and make mistakes and not have to, I mean, it sounds kind of selfish, but not have to consider anyone else's feelings. Again, there's so many great aspects to being in a relationship, but I think it's often overlooked, the great aspects of being single. You know, most of us have grown up with this narrative that there's like someone who's gonna come around and save you from the castle, you know, with your long ass hair. They're gonna climb up the tower and sing you a song with a bird and, you know, kiss you and turn into a frog. What was it? It was like they're frogs that turn into people? I don't remember. We all know those stories aren't true, but when you grow up that way, subconsciously, I think you take on a lot of those ideals. And obviously you don't think some prince is gonna climb up a tower on your hair, but you might have a deep belief somewhere deep down somewhere, that someone is gonna come along and save you, and then you're not gonna be lonely or sad or unhappy. You know, they're gonna save you from that. What's so important, and what I have learned, is getting to a place where you can just completely and totally embrace being single. And it's taken me some time. I mean, it was hard to undo a lot of the beliefs I had about being single. I thought that, you know, until I'm in a relationship, I won't be like accepted, or I won't be winning at life, or I won't be where I'm supposed to be. But it was until I started to undo those beliefs and question them, and question where they came from, because I also recognized that the relationships I was attracting into my life weren't positive relationships. They weren't ones that I wanted to be in. Being in a relationship like that, that's not healthy, that's not, you know, interdependent, and something that makes you grow and flourish as a person, that is not better than being single. I'll tell you that right now. I would much rather be single than be in a relationship like that. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about if you've been in that situation. So we gotta break down this idea that you gotta be in a relationship to be happy, because it's so not true. The best thing you can do for yourself, again, is to just be happy now. And in that energy where you are so good, where you are so solid, where you know that you are a queen, where you know what you deserve, and you're not needing anything, you're not like desperate for anything, you're not feeling like you're empty and you're trying to fill a void with someone, that position is where you're going to attract the relationship that you deserve, and the relationship that you actually want, and a relationship that's healthy and solid and balanced and everything, you know, everything that you want. So again, it's not that I don't want to be in a relationship, but I don't feel like I'm less than because I'm not in a relationship. And I've also swung to the other side where I'm not just like, okay, fine, I'm single, I'm okay with it. But I'm like, yeah, I'm single. I can do whatever I want. I'm gonna go out and eat some food. I don't know. Do some things. Take yourself on a date. Buy yourself some flowers. Give yourself a hug. Wake up in the morning and sing to yourself. I don't know, is that what couples do? They sing to each other? I've been single for a while. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people enter into relationships where they're trying to fill that void within them because they think that they won't be whole, they won't be good enough until they're in a relationship. And unfortunately, when you come from that place, it's not from the right place. So as for why exactly I'm single, I have some theories. Obviously, I can't tell you why. I also know that there's timing for everything, so I feel like some people are just meant to be single a little longer, and some people are just find their person in freaking preschool. I don't know, you see those stories. I really want to take the time of being single to work on myself, to invest all of my energy back into myself, and to get to my best self possible, to like be so solid and so secure and in such a good place in all areas of my life that then I can enter into a stable partnership with someone. I've pretty much put the pause on dating and relationships because I have really wanted to do that inner work first, because I have again recognized that without having done that work, the relationships I was falling into weren't that positive. So it's still a journey, it's still a practice, but I am in such a better place. I genuinely am happy. I'm genuinely excited to wake up every day and go on an adventure and learn something new about myself. And I think the best thing you can do for yourself is try to change your mindset and try to start to think of the positives of being single. And when you keep focusing on the good, eventually the scales will tip and it will be good. And have fun. Just have fun. Meet new people. Flirt. Embrace it, because it's not gonna last forever. I mean, I hope not. I believe there's someone out there for all of us. Then you might as well make it fun. There's no point in being miserable about it. There's no point in sulking. There's so many different things about my life that I do just for me that I know adding someone else to the mix will be a challenge. But I also think that that challenge comes at the right time for you, for your own personal growth. So when I am at that solid place where I'm ready to welcome someone else into my life, I'm sure that someone's gonna pop right up and sit themselves down on my couch. I don't know if that's how it works, but in the meantime, I have vowed to myself to make my life the most fun, exciting, adventurous, juicy, amazing, cool, brilliant, vibrant, silly life that I could possibly make it. Because you only got one life to live. Why waste a minute of it being sad? All right, well, that's all I got for today. So hit me up. Oh my God. That's why I'm single.